stifling the new upstarts.
This is Eric Clark, live from his house, telling you about some updates. And the idea is, I'm watching stuff on Facebook. Facebook has given me uphill, downhill vibes. It's like they've banned posts, they've banned stuff, and realization I can't help the way my mind works. I can't help the way it works. I can't help the way it does. I just know it does what it does, and I have energy sometimes, and sometimes I don't. And the fact that the energy I possess is really more like filleted energy. You know what I'm saying? Filleted energy. It's filleted, it's substantial, it's more repetitious. Unless I make up words on the fly, I say reptile, reptiles.
And so Facebook buys Instagram for $1 billion.
But Mark Zuckerberg was just getting started. His next move started as the most expensive tech acquisition in history.
I'm trying to figure out where to go. I need the tech for my ideas. I like tech. I like devices. All my devices are good.
Well, WhatsApp is a great company, and it's a great fit for us.
That's the deal.
Zuckerberg made WhatsApp's founders an offer so
I'm trying to get my devices to work for me.
$19 billion.
Get my ideas syndicated. I'm not looking for views. I'm looking for just a video log. And I mean, if you want to view this, it's your choice. It's your choice. You're gonna get what you get. I'm not gonna change for others.
At the time,
Facebook realized that the user base that WhatsApp had and the growth that it was experiencing positioned it very uniquely to go to
substantial.
with Facebook.
The most engaging app that we've ever seen exist on mobile by far.
Internally, the company called it a land grab and celebrated stopping the only company that could challenge them. In many ways, WhatsApp was Facebook's mirror opposite. Facebook harvested data for profit. WhatsApp was focused on privacy. They collected no data and charged users a small fee. There was no incentive to keep your eyes glued on the platform.
Once Facebook purchased WhatsApp, they initially made certain representations about how they would continue to honor privacy commitments, but then within a few years, those were retracted.
As a result, the founders did something unthinkable in Silicon Valley. Rather than continue to work for Zuckerberg, they left the company. They walked away from over $1 billion in stock options. Meanwhile, Meta kept marching on, sending Zuckerberg's net worth to $33 billion. But even he started to seemingly wonder about the legality of it all.
Facebook decided that if it couldn't outcompete these companies, it would buy them, taking out the competition, and that violates the antitrust laws.
Meta argues that these were just great business moves. Instagram, once a rounding error, now makes up over half of the company's US revenue. WhatsApp tripled its users. They basically cemented control of social media for a generation. They also made Mark Zuckerberg incredibly rich. Zuckerberg's net worth exploded to $184 billion. And the FTC alleges that it was enabled by unfair competition. The government has Zuckerberg's own emails, clear motives, and a smoking gun. Case closed, right? Not quite.
There's no such thing as an easy monopolization case anymore. Courts have made it extraordinarily difficult to successfully
make videos, and I'm trying to make my ideas.
There are also huge
share my foreign ideas, fortitude ideas, foremost.
If there are on the case, Meta could, outdo the FTC by 1 to 10 at the very least.
Legal experts say this case hinges on a deceptively simple question. What market does Meta exactly control?
The FTC's argument is that the relevant market is the market for personal social networking services, which the FTC describes as social networks where you are primarily connecting with your friends and family.
Facebook argues that the market is much broader than that their competition is more or less any app, TikTok, Netflix, anything asking for your attention. While lawyers argue definitions in court, Zuckerberg, not known for his patience, is trying to make the courtroom irrelevant.
When Obama was in power, he was very closely aligned with the left.
I'm the guy who got Mark to wear a jacket and tie.
after Facebook was blamed for the rise of Donald Trump in 2016, he went on this huge apology tour. After that didn't work to rehabilitate him, he cozied up really closely with Donald Trump.
Pump his fist in the air with the American flag is one of the most badass things I've ever seen in my life.
In recent months, Zuckerberg has been courting President Trump in hopes of settling this antitrust lawsuit.
He's adding UFC President Dana White and post-Trump ally to his board. He has died in Mar-a-Lago. $1 million donation to the inauguration fund, rolled back moderation and diversity policies.
I don't think it's so much a political shift, more so it's him trying to do what he believes is going to keep his company away from being regulated.
He visited Trump at least 3 times. And so far, when it comes to this case specifically, it doesn't seem to be going over well. It was reported that Undercom, the FTC proposed a $30 billion settlement with undisclosed terms. Meta's counter? $500 million. When Trump officials took over negotiations, they did cut the demand down to $18 billion. Meta's counter? $1 billion, or 1/165th of the company's 2024 earnings.
I wasn't surprised because Mark's playbook has been to try to buy his way out of accountability. And now when faced with serious law enforcement, he wanted to basically buy out the enforcers through a very cheap settlement.
The government wants to break the company up, unwind the acquisitions that transformed the college dropout into a digital empire. That could have implications for all of us.
What would it have looked like if it were not under the thumb of Mark Zuckerberg all of these years? And if you want to keep in touch with your friends and families, you don't have to do it on a Mark Zuckerberg-owned platform.
Breaking up Meta isn't some magical fix for society, but it would crack open the door that Zuckerberg has kept firmly shut, giving alternative social networks a chance.
There's dozens of other social media platforms that tried to become popular, but never were able to get a foothold because Facebook already had that massive network effect.
So, what could the next generation of social media look like in a competitive market? I don't know. The only vision we're allowed to see right now is the one that Zuckerberg is desperate to sell us.
Meta has spent billions and billions of dollars on this fantastical idea that we will all live, work, and play in this virtual world with our Oculus headsets on our faces.
Hey!